Hi Ghosties, this is my Ghosty. Okay, so let's talk about this game. Yes, I've been playing it for at least a month now, or two. I lost count because I don't give a damn how long I've been playing a game. So I actually just finished chapter 7 and the battles was extremely harsh this time. I thought chapter 6 was bad, but chapter 7 has a whole different level. Anyway, so okay. I am indeed a free player in this. I mean, oh wow, that's so shocking. Not really. It's just I don't want to waste money on another game when Love Nikki has my full support. So, only one Alex game, only one, and I pick Love Nikki over this heap of schnitz. Anyway, so can I just tell you my reaction with the two almost ending stories in chapter 7. So I'm not gonna actually give you the spoilers, but giving you my reaction. So, okay. When that stage or that chapter in general is basically based around G, and I was just thinking, why is it around this guy all of a sudden? He was barely around in like the first 6 chapters, and now on this one, he's like hogging all the story stages. We get to see a few times of Lucine, but that's it. No Victor, no one else, just G. So I was just thinking, wasn't this guy supposed to be like the dude that did this to you, and then all of a sudden you guys are cool? Eh? And then it went back into that chapter 6, and I was just kind of like confused as to what the hell is happening. All of a sudden, the story got better. I was actually judging it by chapter 6 because I was still struggling to get to chapter level 30 to carry on with the story. And when it actually kind of revealed most of what happened in chapter 6, I was kind of like getting hooked on it. I was like, oh, right, that's what happened. I totally forgot that this was a love game because that chapter 7 was just really intense until like stage 22 or 21 where G was like getting closer and I was like, hey ho, step away, don't try and do anything to my character because I will literally twist your nipples. I swear to God, if you end up kissing her or she end up kissing you, I'm going to flip my sheet. So step away, step away. Thank God my character ended up dodging the bullets because she ended up actually bringing up something that got G kind of semi-upset. And I was like, oh, praise be, praise be, praise be. No love scenes today, fellas. We all good. I absolutely hated it. I was literally just draining and hope for the best that they don't actually hook up. I was just like think about Kiro, think about Victor, think about Lucine. Stop drawing your attention to this one guy. You have 3 ones like lining up for your thirsty ass. Come on now. Anyway, my reaction was funny. I was kind of like semi-sweating because I really hope it doesn't happen. I just hate romance, and if they start kissing, I'm just gonna lose it. I thought Victor actually got her on the lead at some point, but no, it was a full flipping chapter around G, and I was just like, you better not. You better not. And it didn't, which I'm happy. Way. And Kiro, in my opinion, okay, let's talk about the lads, shall we? Let's talk about the gentlemenos. Let's just go into my karma and pick out. Alright, so I'm going to actually pick out the one I hate the most, which is Kiro. But in your surprise, I will say pretty much good things about him because you ladies might have a crush on blonde head boys. I just don't like them. I don't think blonde head boys are really for me, and I end up making fun of them because boys bleach their hair. Holy shit, what year is this? Anyway, don't be offended, please. Anyway, so Kiro, ho ho, the hero. Alright, so where am I gonna start with this? So he's more like a big brother to our character. I find it very sweet and all, but I just simply don't like him because I find him very childish and very annoying and so energetic. I don't like boys that has too much energy and literally just all about the place. He eats like fatty foods and everything like that, but he always worries about his weight afterwards. Well, his agent do, but it's more like I gotta be careful about my weight. That actually reminds me of a bunch of females, so he can't be gay in my world. You're gay, Kiro. I assumed your sexuality. There's gonna be like a bunch of flipping SJWs lining up to actually gonna saw my head off. But yeah, I don't see him as a romantic type unless there's something he's hiding. Which I hope he is because I've seen some cards that seem extremely out of Kiro's character. But I'm not gonna let you ladies have a know about that one. So he's more like a best friend, big brother type of character with our character, which is fine, which is like, I don't have to watch over you too. Like, I'm watching over Victor, Lucine, and now Gavin. I wish that Gavin wasn't so hooked on our character, but after chapter 7, I'm like, okay, I have to watch you too. The only flipping character is left to watch over is Kiro, and he hasn't really made a move on our character just yet. Oh my goodness, which I'm so happy for, unless Chapter 8 has something in stock for us all to actually have a flamethrower in our hands. Anyway, so I just simply don't like him because of the characteristic he has and his design. I like his clothes design and his literal like outfits he's wearing. I like that. But when it comes to a hair dye, blonde, really? Oh yeah, because the Asians have this whole thing about being crazy when people with blonde hair and blue eyes. It's really weird. I actually find it cute. Like, oh, look at you being such a fangirl. Anyway, let's move on. Goodbye, Kiro, you freaking loser. Okay, who's next? Who's my least favorite afterwards? Yes. The lover boy. The ladies' man. Lucine. So Lucine to me is more like a freaking storybook kind of like character. He actually, it reminds me of how thirsty my mum's books are when it comes to romance. You know, when females end up like writing about these romantic guys with their shirts off and looking like they're such a gentleman, but they really are a gentleman when it comes to a woman. Yeah, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's Lucine. He's more like a freaking fictional romantic book type character. Nothing's real about him. He's a scientist, and I thought scientists were nerdy, but he somehow looks like that. Um, Let me just tell you though, it's funny how the upper part of him is so masculine, but then you have this nerdy legs. Like, I know you're a scientist, but what's going on with your legs? Anyway, I just don't like him because how unrealistic he is. He's like this charming, like no guy in this whole freaking planet is charming. What are you? What are you really? Do you have dark desires? What are you all about? Is something you're not telling us? When it comes to the point that he's a lady magnet and having a flower girl or something like some flipping woman in a flower shop taking care of all the plants and whatnot. She ended up falling hard for Lucine because he gave her a flower, and all of a sudden she's like in this dark, deep love struck. So I don't know what Lucine is, but it just looks like romance is his only freaking strength, and I don't like that one bit. Moving on. Hurry up, Phono, I will kick your ass. Okay, so we have Victor, my second not so bad character. Just gonna wait 100 years. Okay, here we go. Sapler. I mean, Victor, I don't care. Look at her hands, I hate them. Anyway, so Victor, the cold-hearted barstool, how you doing? So one of the reasons why I don't kind of like him either is because he lost his characteristics at some point. When it comes to being love-struck himself, he's as fragile as a kitten. And I hate it. You lost your strength, you lost your man flipping madness or your man strength to become this bloody lost puppy in freaking love struck eyes. So, what am I talking about? So he asks our character a question. Do you think I'm cold-hearted with a sad face? And there was an option for us to tap no or yes. So I tapped yes. Because he is. In first impressions, he looked down on us like peasants. And like when we asked him for help, he gave us like, yeah, a tough guy sort of like response. But he ended up helping us and then ending the call without listening to our character basically. So he was literally pushing us away. So I ended up thinking, oh, you cold barstool. And I liked it. I liked it until he ended up like showing this one scene, but like, do you think I'm cold hearted? And when they pressed yes, guess what happened? Oh my god. This gave me a literal heart attack because I hated him then. And I still do now. Because not only did he have a sad expression of a puppy on his face, he held our character's hand and then said, if I was cold hearted, I wouldn't be holding your hand right now. And I was like, you sneaky son of a So I lost it. I lost it because he's a sneaky little barstool. And you just totally lost his characteristics in that one scene, and it just shows in the future scenes that he will be that love struck again, and then again, and then again. What is our character? Is she like this one hoe that pulls in all the men? Because that's what I'm looking at. I mean, I'm playing a character that's playing other characters. You know, that she's a player, she likes to think about what's between there, and then, you know, she sees these hot guys and be like, oh, I want you for my interview. Yeah. Can you be my interview? Can you be in my interview? Oh, you're my interview. Like, everything is about interview, interview, interview. And I know it's just a job and all, but you're pulling these guys in and you know exactly what you're doing. She's not freaking innocent. She's not angelic. She knows exactly what she's doing. And I'm like, I'm playing a hoe. Why? I don't like being this. But I still carry on playing because the story is kind of getting really intense and I love it. Anyway, just don't like our main character. I really don't. And also, having Victor losing his characteristic in an instant, yeah, lost respect for the guy. Okay, I used to like G, but I don't know anymore. He is G for Gavin, but Gavin is more like a lame ass name. I mean, you have Victor, you have Kiro, you have Lucine, and then you have this lame ass weak ass name, Gavin. 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 No. Recording.
Oh.
Okay, go, go, go.
Why speak to
No, go away. That was my little C's. Anyway, so for Gavin the G-Man, kind of, I don't know. After reading chapter 7, I was just lost because I'm still am. I don't know how to make of it because he ended up showing his affection at the end and I was just like losing it. I also, explained my flipping frustration, my reaction when it comes to almost the ending of chapter 7. But I wasn't even expecting him to draw closer to our playing ass character and I just thought, what's going on? You know, and when she dodged the bullet, which thank God, I was just like, you lost your characteristics again. This is what happened to Victor. You lost your strength, and you actually lost your defense flipping field, your shield or whatever. And then you was this lost puppy. Just like Victor. What is our character? Because to me, it's like she's pulling all these guys in. Especially the one that has hard characteristics. You know, like Victor, he's a stubborn ass whatever. And then we have Gavin, that's also kind of semi-stubborn and like to be distant away from our character for a very long time. And now for this one character, Lucine, the one that's always by his side, he's the one that disappeared in throughout chapter 7. There was only memories of him. So I'm like, what happened to Lucine then? And I still don't know because I'm not like level 35 to carry on with the story. So I'm kind of like confused, But Gavin, I have mixed emotions or thoughts about him because my opinion kind of semi changed and I don't know what to make of it. And also, I'm running out of time, whoop de doo. But yeah, Gavin is at least my favorite guy in this game, but I don't know so far because after him losing his characteristics at that one point, I was like losing faith in humanity. Have a nice with.